Hey everybody, it's Matt coming to you once again from Spur, Texas, here at our international headquarters for Broke Rednecks. What I wanted to talk to you about today, and has to do with all the gun videos on the internet, frankly including ours. There are a ton of videos out there telling you about all the guns you could buy or should buy, and everybody has an opinion. The one thing I haven't seen a lot of videos on and I want to talk about today is all the stuff you need to buy when you do get a gun. Anybody can just go out and buy their brand new pistol. In this case, my M&P 9, which is M2, Model 2. The only problem with that is if you only buy the pistol, you're missing a few things. Now, most handguns, even if you buy them used or at a pawn shop, are going to come with at least one magazine to hold your ammunition in. But if you're going to practice any amount, or if you want to carry this with the idea of self-defense, you're going to need to think about some extra magazines. Now, I will say before I get going too far in this, part of the reason I bought this particular handgun is because when I did, it came with some of the things you're really going to want. It came with 3 magazines, 1 for the gun and 2 spares. It also came with easily interchangeable grips. I like the kind of rough sandpapery grips that are kind of small, like really get up on my gun, just really get a good grip on it. Other people have skinnier hands than I do, need a skinnier grip. Some people have fatter hands than me and, I don't know, need something that looks more like a bubble. But the point is, it's something you need to look at when you get your handgun. Are you going to get extra grips or are you not? Something to file away. You are going to need extra magazines, as I said. You're also going to want a case to carry it in. As it applies to this, I'm using the hard case that this gun came with. That's one of the reasons I bought it. It came with a few of the things I didn't have to go out and get afterwards. Now, you can get a good solid plastic case like this, and I always advocate the plastic cases that shut. You can get one of these for sometimes $8, $10. You can spend more if you want to. However, one thing I would look for on the cases. On this one, there's a little bitty hole right here where my finger is. And the purpose of that is so you can lock it. Is that going to keep a dedicated thief with a set of bolt cutters from getting into your gun? Probably not. But it is going to keep a kid or somebody in your house that wants to mess with it without your permission from getting it easily. And I try to do that with every hard case I buy. And a lot of them nowadays are coming with that, and that's something to think about. But you are definitely, as I said, going to need extra magazines, possibly some grips. You're going to need a hard case. However, if you're going to go out shooting, you're also going to need basic safety stuff. Safety glasses. Myself, I use Crossfires. These are Travis's. They look shiny. But you can get a good pair of safety glasses fairly inexpensive. I wouldn't go uber cheap, but if you're in a crunch, you can find them for $3, $4 at Academy or Walmart. I pay about $12 for mine, but they also double as my sunglasses. Everywhere I go, I wear safety glasses. I don't just use them to shoot. I just make sure that whatever sunglasses I'm wearing, I can also shoot with. You're also going to need hearing protection. Now, if you're in a money crunch, you can go to Walmart and get some of those little foam ones you roll up and put in your ear. I'm not a real big fan of those, personally. I actually go and get the earmuff ones. Just one of those things about me. They tend to block sound a little better. Ears don't ring as much, but they're just better quality. Now, I bought these at Academy for about $6. Walmart has them for $10, $12. Anywhere for under a $20 bill, you can get a good set of hearing protection. If you want to be like me, if you want to get the little foam ones, you can too. Just try to get some good quality ones. You are also going to need a good cleaning kit. Now, this one is a Hops. I think that's how they pronounce it. I bought this at Academy for $12. It's a pistol cleaning kit. This one is actually brand new. I have one for me. Travis, the kids have one. We keep all of these things together. But if you're going to have a gun, you need to maintain it. You're going to need to clean it regularly. Maybe not all the time, but regularly. Worst thing that can happen is if you ever have to use it, stovepipes or jams on you, or just doesn't fire accurately because you didn't take care of it. So go out and spend the $10, get a good cleaning kit. I don't know of any guns that come with a cleaning kit. There are probably a few here and there, but it's not very common. So when you think about a firearm budget for that. Also, obviously, you're going to need extra ammunition. This is Winchester 115 grain 9mm. Since this is a 9mm gun, we have the 9mm ammo out here. Now, ammunition is what's going to kill you. If you talk to a lot of gun experts, you want a good gun for self-defense, be it home defense or concealed carry, they're going to try to talk you into getting a 45 or something kind of spectacular, and there's a case to be made for that. But bear in mind, especially if you are new to firearms, a box of ammo like this can cost you $20, $25. If you're getting hollow points real self-defense round, you can easily spend $25 on a box of 50. If you go out shooting, I usually get cheaper ammunition to shoot with, and I'll pay $11, $12 a box of 50. Sometimes you can get them in bulk, but make sure you're getting a caliber that's big enough to do the job you want, but is also not going to cost you a lot of money on ammo. Because you do want to practice, you want to get good with it. You don't want to shoot it once a year. So budget in for some good quality ammo. I really like Winchester, Federal, Remington. Those guys make really good ammunition too. Now, if you're going to conceal carry a weapon, a handgun of any type, you are going to have a holster. I am not a fan of pocket carry. I went with the cheapest holster we have, which is a Phobos. They're about, I think I paid $23 for this one. It's not a high quality holster, but it is better than no holster. You put a gun in your pocket, too many things can tap that trigger, too many things can get into the action on the gun, pocket lint, things like that. You don't need that. For safety reasons, you want to have a holster somewhere, even if you're carrying it in a purse. So you need to budget for a holster. Those things can go up over $100. Depending on what you're doing with it, that's okay. But something to think about. I also recommend everybody get a good LED flashlight. Now I'm going to shine this at the camera, and then we're going to wait a minute for it to refocus. If you're going to conceal carry or use for home defense, bear in mind a lot of times criminal activity you may need that gun for is going to happen at night. And especially if you're concealed carrying going out. I bought this. It is a rechargeable battery LED flashlight. We got them for $24.99 at Tractor Supply. Just a really good flashlight. It is as good as anything I carried and paid $100 for as a police officer. But just remember, if you're going to carry a gun for self-defense, you need to be prepared for the nighttime hours too. So get yourself a good flashlight. Now, there's a big stack of stuff here, and you're probably thinking, what do I put it all in? The one piece of advice I'm going to give you before I show you our gun bags is whatever bag you use for your handguns, your firearms, anything weaponry, make sure it is exclusive to that. I had a friend one time that he carried a little bag with him, looked like a little bag you'd carry tennis shoes in, and he carried his lunch with it and all that. He'd bring it to work, he'd take it when he went pretty much anywhere. It was like his little man purse. Well, he went to the range one time, forgot to take his gun out, and accidentally brought it to work. Now, no harm, no foul, but that could have ended very badly. Also, you want to make sure you know precisely which bag your firearm is in at any given point. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of options, and there are a lot of options out here. Go to any place that sells firearms, and trust me, they will have a lot of bags. You can spend as much or as little money as you want on. First one I'm going to grab is Travis's. This is a tack bag, tactical backpack. It's black, obviously, it has multiple pockets. He likes it. It also has a break-off fanny pack that you can use for things. He can store ammo in one place with extra magazines. He can store a gun or cleaning kit in here. He can do a lot with it. Now, if you get online and look up tactical backpacks, you're going to see some pretty expensive ones. I got this one for Christmas for him on clearance for, I think, $27, $28, less than $30. You can spend more, and if you're going to do more tactical things with it, spend more. But you don't have to spend a lot to get a really good bag that is exclusive to your guns. I personally, well, we call ourselves broke rednecks for a reason, and a big part of that's because I'm cheap. I personally carry this, and I got this particular bag at Goodwill for $2, $3, and you're probably thinking that it jumped out of 1992, and you're probably right. I'm reasonably certain they got this off the set of Saved by the Bell. However, it's the perfect size. It works for what I need. I like the fact that, I mean, everybody else in the range has something black, but mine has orange, so it jumps out, got my name on it. I've carried guns in this for years, but I do it because it's old enough you're not going to see many bags that look like this. I like that. And don't think you have to spend a lot of money. You can show up with a Hello Kitty backpack. Remember, you're going to a place where you're carrying a gun. If you're taking that to the range, nobody's going to make fun of you. I know you got a gun. Anyway, get what works, but make sure it's exclusive to carrying guns. Anyway, guys, I just want to give you all a few ideas, so if anybody that's new to carrying guns or buying guns goes out and buys one, there are some other items you are going to really have and need to budget for. So don't spend all your money on the handgun. Make sure you get a good solid handgun. There are a lot of great options out there, but also make sure you have a little left over budgeted for some of these other things to make your shooting experience better. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe. If you have any questions or something you think we missed, well, feel free to hit up the comment section, and we'll see you next time.